Hello, welcome to B150 News. Today, we will look at typhoid fever. Now, you have heard about typhoid fever when going traveling. It is risky. But what causes typhoid fever? Is typhoid fever preventable? And what makes us want to avoid typhoid fever at all costs? Stay tuned, and we will look at these questions after this message. Typhoid fever is caused by bacteria commonly known as typhoid fever bacteria. The Latin name for typhoid fever bacteria is Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi looks something like this. As you can see, there are long threads that follow the bacteria. These long threads are called flagella and help the bacteria move through the water and into the host that it is going to infect. Now, with us today is Dr. TG, and she is going to tell us how Salmonella typhi is transmitted. Also, she's going to tell us what the incubation period is like for typhoid fever. Furthermore, is there any treatment for typhoid fever? Dr. TG will tell us, and she will let us know of any preventative measures that typhoid fever has for us.
Hello, Trista.
Hello, Dr. TG. How are you?
I'm doing just great, thank you.
So, doctor, how is typhoid fever transmitted?
Well, Salmonella typhi, or the typhoid fever bacteria, enters the host by traveling by the flagella that we had seen previously. And it enters the host cell through receptor-mediated endocytosis. And that's basically when the bacteria enters a cell only because the cell wants it, and there's certain receptors on the cell plasma that allow that material inside the cell. And so what it does is it then hooks on to CFTR molecules on the surface of the host cell. I seem to be joined by some dogs here.
And the incubation period?
The incubation period for typhoid fever can happen anywhere between 3 and 60 days after the bacteria enters the bloodstream. And how it does that, of course, is through the flagella that we had seen. And the reason that it takes so much longer is a certain amount of time is that depending on how fast the bacteria multiplies, depends on how much it shows in the span of time.
Is there treatment for typhoid fever?
Well, Trista, if you do get typhoid fever, there is antibiotics available. And the antibiotics can completely kill the bacteria. In fact, because of the development of the antibiotics, the death rate of typhoid fever is less than 1%. So typhoid fever isn't as dangerous as it once was before the development of the antibiotic.
Are there preventative measures for typhoid fever?
Though there are antibiotics available, it is something that we want to prevent because typhoid fever is not fun to have and you can experience many symptoms of it. And then there are two types of vaccines that can help you. One contains the killed typhoid fever bacteria, or the Salmonella typhi, and the other contains a live but very weakened strain of Salmonella typhi. And you can take either one. One is a pill in pill form and one is a shot, depending on your needs and what you'd like best. Thank you for having me, and I guess we'll say goodbye to our little doggy friends, and I hope you all learned a lot.
Thank you, Dr. TG. Now, where is typhoid fever most common? Because there's poor water treatment plants in developing countries, typhoid fever thrives in these conditions. In fact, 21.5 million people per year are affected by typhoid fever because of poor water treatment. To put things in hindsight for you, the United States has an approximate 400 people each year affected by typhoid fever. That's 400 out of 21.5 million people annually. Therefore, typhoid fever is most common in developing countries.
Well, Trista. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, hello. Hi. Guys, I'm filming here.